I'm inside the tent, guys. It is raining. We were actually sitting outside. Me, Kenny. Sorry about the torch. I'm trying to get a bit of good light. There we go. That's better. So yeah, me, Kenny, and Derek and Glenn were outside sitting, and then the kind of heavy wind started, and it started raining. So I've retreated to the inside of my tent. I've not even had dinner yet. I don't even know if I'm going to cook anything. Glenn actually gave me a sandwich earlier. So I probably want to have, I might just have another brew, to be honest. Might have a hot chocolate maybe. But I'll give you a look outside at the rain. No joke, 2 minutes before this footage I was actually doing a little video of the loch, and 2 minutes later it is pelting torrential rain. So I'll give you a look outside. There we go, look at that. It's horrendous, guys. There we go, can we see the rain? Rain, rain, go to Spain. So there we go, guys, we're heading into Loch Trool. We were going to have a little campfire, but it says there's a high fire risk. Help protect the forest and the wildlife during the dry weather. Do not light fires, do not use disposable barbecues. Make sure your cigarettes are out and disposed of properly. So we're at Loch Trool. Well, we're on our way to Loch Trool, and we've seen this little honesty box thing. It says they've got eggs, hen eggs, 6 for £1, and goose eggs. But there's no eggs. I was going to buy a couple of eggs there. I looked in the box thing, but there's no eggs. Look, empty. No eggs. Apparently they've got rhubarb as well. So Glenn's got his bag. This is to honour. Head for the house. We couldn't find an orange bag, so we got a green one.
What a green one. Rest in peace, Andy.
That's the food we've got. We've not got a long hike. There's a little river.
A mile.
Yeah, about a mile. Glenn says so. We'll get up about 10. Oh, Glenn's got a new bag, look. He's treated himself to a new osprey.
No, the wife.
Oh, sorry, his wife. It's a birthday present. The osprey rook.
Yep.
There you go. That's for you, Ken. If you're watching this video. That's where Ken would camp. Then he would tell you in the video that he's hiked in 20 miles. Look. You know I'm only joking, Ken. But here's where we are, guys. You've got Loch Trool. We're on our way through the path. Look, I just thought I would stop and show you the bluebells. Lovely, aren't they? We're in this is a lot of birch through here. I like this path. Nice path. Glenn says it's like this all the way through. Easy. But there we go, look at that. Very nice. That would be a nice little spot up there. I like that for some reason. Up there, look, just where that tree is.
Aye.
But I don't think you could. I don't know, it's drawn my eye to up there. I've got a thing about trees. But yeah, we'll continue that way, guys, and I'll bring you back if we see anything more interesting. Glenn just said this bit reminds him of Ben Ann. If anybody's climbed Ben Ann, it's the bit just as you come up, and then there's a little bridge. Just the first bit, and I've cleared all the trees up there as well. So this is the trail that we're on. All the trees have been cleared. But as we can see, there's mountains in the back. There's Glen away in the front there. So I think we've not got far to go now. I think it's only about a mile to walk here. It's not very far, honestly. So I'll bring you back, guys. That's us, we're coming down to the loch. What is it? No.
I was going to bring one to and I thought, I'll not go.
Glenn's just asked for bring my tarp. I've got the tarp hanging up from last week.
I was going to bring mine to here.
No, I never bring my tarp. But there's a loch down there, guys. There's a house over there. But see if Glen Southwest Wilderness is watching. Right? I think that's the Merrick. You watching, Glen? That's my little joke to Glen. I just point at a mountain.
That's the Merrick behind you there.
That's a how. That's a how. For anybody that watches Darren Coombs, that's a how. And that's a how. And that's a how. There's a loch down there for the trees, guys. We seen this thing in the water, right? So we're not too sure what it was. I actually thought it was a bird and its belly had swollen up, but it might actually be a ball. I don't know, I think it is a ball. Can you see it over there? Yeah, it's a football and a rock behind it.
That's it, it's a ball.
You can't beat this, can you not? No. Glenn's just told me that Andrew Park, Granford Ratch and Glen has camped here, so...
And that guy, that Europe...
Oh yeah, Europe Outlander. I can't remember his name, but you should check his channel out. I'll put a link to his channel. He's got a good... He camped at Loch. He camped here.
Aye,
Loch
channel.
Trool. And then he camped at... where was it? Was it Loch Doon? Oh, somebody else.
Aye, Loch Doon. Near the castle.
But he's good at editing. He edits his videos a lot better than me, so...
And it wouldn't be hard to do better than me.
But I just like to fill about, don't I? But if you like people that edit videos, really good, check him out. I'll put a link to his channel, and I'll stick in Glenn's link as well. I think Derek and Kenny are coming down to visit us, so I'll put a link to their channel. But there's somebody's house, look. How cool would that be to live there? Having this on your doorstep. You know, I'd probably never be in the house. You'd be out here camping all the time, wouldn't you? But there we go. Very nice.
Plenty of spots if you got a hammock camp here. As long as the tree huggers are big enough to round these trees. It's a good spot anyway.
That would be a nice spot there, wouldn't it, for your hammock?
Aye.
I need to do hammock camping. I need to get
I'm going to bring my hammock down here. That's where I'm going to come.
Yeah. You'll need to give me a shout, Glenn, and I'll come as well.
Aye.
Invite your cousin.
Aye, Derek can come.
Derek can come, and
Derek's got a hammock too.
anybody else.
This would be a great spot for just a hammock, feet up.
but I need to get an under blanket. I do have a DD hammock.
You don't need it
And
if you're in the summer.
no, I want.
Just use your wool blanket.
Right. I probably don't need one, right? But I want one, so. So I need to get one, right? I'll save up and I'll buy one. They're not that expensive. I think they're only like £40 or something. So then that'll be me. Got the hammock gear because I've got the 4x4 tarp and the front line. So it would be a nice spot. Really nice. So I'll bring you back, guys, when we find our spot. I see. So there we go, guys. I'm set up. I'm in the Hilleberg tonight. That's my view. Look at that. Is that not lovely? Very nice view. Back there, isn't it? Look. So, loch trool. I'll give you a look and you can see my view that I'll have in the morning. So I'm going to do a separate video. I've been doing, what do you call it, with my brew kit. I'm calling them brew with a view. So I'm going to do that in 2 minutes, right over there. I'll do that as a separate video. So there's all my stuff. Tent is a mess. Everything's everywhere. So I'll give you a look of the view from inside the tent. Oh, I've got the Whisper. Actually last week I had the Whisper and I gave them away to Colin and Brian, but this time I've brung 4. So me and Glenn will be drinking them later. And I've got some of my Irish coffees as well that I'm enjoying at the moment. So I'll get inside the tent. Oh, there we go. How does that look? Is that what you call a view? Well, there's the rain on, guys. Get a picture of that for Instagram. So that's my view. Apparently Derek and Kenny are coming down to visit us. About, I think in about an hour, something like that. So I'll bring you back later. I'm just going to lie here and chill. So I'm videoing this, right, because nobody ever seems to believe me when I say I do share, right? There's a coffee for Glenn, right?
Thanks.
Glenn can see on video.
5 years. So, it's a first.
I've not been on YouTube 5 years. But 4 years, I think.
Maybe 6.
See when I actually said, right, in Eglinton Park, that Mo was my first subscriber. I think Glenn was my second.
Well, I'll tell you, Stuart told me in 6, 7 different videos, I'll make you breakfast, Glenn. I'm still waiting. One day.
See when Glenn says that, I did actually make breakfast at the secret spot. But Glenn says, no, not to bother. I think he said that so that...
so I can keep it going.
So I'll need to cook him breakfast, I really will. So, you having the coffee, Glenn, yeah?
Yep, aye.
There's the water. From the out kit. Glenn's got the brew kit. He didn't bring it with him, but...
No, I've got a jet boil.
Jet boil, sorry.
And I haven't got it, it's in my bag.
Oh, has he got it with? Oh, I'll show you that later.
It was just you said, do you want some water? And a coffee.
There we go. So, brew a view, guys.
Brew a view.
This is my new... I'm thinking while I'm out, see when I'm out walking...
That'll do, Stuart. That's fine.
See when I'm out walking and I'm camping, I'm thinking of just doing little videos like that, so there we go. I love that, see that view of that, look. Is that not just amazing?
It's a good spot, isn't it? It really is.
It's nice, but it's not the most flattest, but then...
Hammock spot. Hammocks would be ideal here.
Aye. always moaning me, aren't I? But there we go, guys. Thanks for watching. This is Brewy of You.
Bit of garlic.
Well, see when Glenn said that, right? See, I said I was watching Europe Overlander, right? See if you're watching. Look, did you lose a peg? I actually found that peg right there. And I think this is where the hammock camped. That one.
Aye, that's definitely got to be his. There's nobody else should have been in here since then.
So, if he's watching, send me your address and I'll send you the peg. But I suppose you've probably got lots of pegs, haven't you? But I'll send it back to you. But thanks for watching, guys. Brewy of You. But it's all mine, it's all mine's.
And mine.
No, Glenn doesn't count. It's all mine's, all mine's.
It's mine.
That's. There we go, guys. Glenn's pulled his hammock out, right? And he says to me, what was it he says to me, Glenn?
It's all mine's.
All mine's, all mine's.
All mine's.
Little travel hammock he's got.
You're not getting that.
It's a little bit like the one I've got. See the one that me and Ollie sometimes take out. Oh no, I've got a cheap one. Glenn says his is an X-Ped one. But I'll give you a little look. It's probably not a hammock to sleep in, but
It's mere for a seat
yeah.
when I'm out walking.
I know I should have brought mine's. Mine's is probably about the same size as Glenn's.
This thing was only 20 quid or something.
Yeah,
And
mine's.
I put on the whoopee slings and that, and I got the tree huggers for DD hammocks. So
The one I've got.
it all folds into that.
I know it folds.
Folds into that.
I know I've got the same
That's
one.
the size it.
Not the X-Ped one, but it all folds into a little bag the size of your hand.
Comparison, folks. That's my hand. So that's the X-Bed travel hammock, but I took off. I added on the whoopee slings myself, and the tree huggers are in that, so that gives you an idea. That gives you an idea of what size it is. There's Stuart's hand there too. So.
I've got bigger hands. You know what they say about big hands? It means you've got big feet.
And a big head.
I do have a big head. But that's it, guys. So Glenn's going to set that up. We'll show you that in 2 minutes. We'll get a swing in the hammock. We'll be the king of the swingers. But we're in Loch Trool, I'm sure I said.
What a place to have a view, eh?
We need to have another brew. Another brew of you.
Brew of view.
We're still waiting for Derek coming. I don't think Derek's going to come here.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I'm sure it's still early. I don't even know.
Homemade whoopee slings.
Oh yeah, he was saying it was made by. Glenn says he got the idea from Gary Tack Blades.
Tack blades. I watched his video and just copied what he done, so.
I like watching Gary. Nice guy, Gary.
Aye.
I said that to Glenn. I got some cheap tent, right, and I done pull-outs to it. And actually, Gary watched it, and Gary said, "Send the tent down to me, and I'll fix it." And I says, "Oh, it's a £15 tent. It's fine." But that was good for him to offer, wasn't it?
It was, wasn't it?
Do you know it's only 5:30?
Yeah, have a shot.
5:30. Do you want to hold it, Glenn? And
Aye, come on,
you can video me.
Oh, hang on.
Right, do you know what the breaking strain of this is, Glenn?
What? Hod me, hod you.
Oh.
Woo!
I bet you're getting on a hammock. Yeah, I know. Oh yeah. Oh mines, guys. Oh mines. Woo!
Leave it swing, eh?
I'm the king of the swingers. Oh,
Whose is it?
mines. Oh mines.
And so, all yours, eh?
Oh,
Oh, he's away, yeah?
it's not made for big people, this, isn't it?
Nah, it's just wee short ass folk like me.
Oh, oh that's B. Wake me up in the morning, Glenn.
Right, no bother.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a good wee bit. As I say, it's just a wee travel hammock, so it's more used for a seat
Yeah,
Hey, remember,
I do with nights.
for anybody watching that knows Jed Taylor, he got a shot in my hammock before at Stincher and fell asleep and got up about 2 hours later.
This is the same hammock, Glenn.
No, it was a DD hammock. That's just the wee thing I take for sitting about in the woods and that.
I know, I should have brought mine. I'll need to bring it the next time.
A perfect spot.
This is Glenn's tent. He's got the... Is it the Lux?
Lux Hex Peak.
Yeah, I can never remember what you call them. Hex Peak. Nice. I think this is the one that Kent Survival's got, isn't it? I'm sure it's this one. Nice. I think Glenn's got as many tents as Derek. Yeah, not Derek, sorry. Eddie.
I'm going to get rid of a lot.
Nice. Nice big porch area there, isn't it? Look. I could actually sleep in that porch area.
That bit unclips, Stuart, and it can come down, you can sit in it and cook.
Yeah, the nest part there.
Aye, it unclips up at the top.
It's nice tent, this one. I was saying to Glenn, I seen one. It's made by Lux, right? But it had a stove jack attachment. I'm sure it was the horn that I was looking at. But then I thought, really, how much would you actually use one with a stove jack?
The only problem with this one is they don't sell you the pole inside.
You need to buy the pole separate.
It's separate.
Yeah.
I also bought the bit where you can attach two walking poles. It's a wee attachment, you can turn your walking poles and attach them and use that instead. I've got both bits, but I prefer just taking the pole.
My nature hike came with that. I think I lost them. I didn't even know what they were for.
See the first, I've had that for 2 or 3 years. But see I kept calling it a Lux.
Yeah, I know. It's Lux, yeah. I thought it was a Lux.
It's a wee tent, I kept calling it
Yeah.
a Lux.
That's what I thought as well. See the very first camp I camped with Eddie, probably like 3 years ago. Yeah. He had the mini peak one of that version. Nice tent.
It's okay, isn't it? It'll do to get moving.
You getting a new tent, Glenn?
What?
What tent you getting?
Whatever, whenever the wife buys it.
Oh yeah, whenever his wife buys him a new tent. So if Glenn's missus is watching, he wants a...
She buys me stuff to get rid of me.
What kind of tent would you like, Glenn?
What? Yours?
Solo. I don't know. Maybe I've been a bit negative, right? But it's 2.4 kilograms.
Is it?
That's the same weight as my green nature hike one. It is a really nice tent, but the condensation is bad. But yeah, it's a nice tent. Everybody that's got one says they're good. Maybe I'm just... a bit heavy for a one-man tent, I think. But chilling round the loch.
I've not had that one out for a couple of years, Stuart, so I thought I'd bring it back out. Give it a wee airing and a wee test. See how it goes.
There's the rain on, guys. It's been raining, then it stops, and then it rains again. So I don't know if you can see it in the video, but look over there. It looks pretty cool. I know the sun's out, so it's not like.
In the middle of a wee sun shower, folks. The sun's out, the rain's on.
But I'll jump in the tent and I'll give you a listen. You can't beat that sound of rain in your tent, can you? But there's the rain hitting off the tent, guys. I'm using my through night torch.
Oh, right, that's what I'll go and get. I'll go and see a wee 50 of that thing.
I've got my power bank as well. Remember I done a video last week of the power bank. So I'll bring it with me to charge the camera. It's handy for that as well. But I think I did say that I got given it from PowerRad. So I want to thank PowerRad for sending me the power bank. It's really handy, so thank you. It charges my phone 10 times. So thank you. But I'm just sitting in the tent, listening to the rain. Can't beat it. Right, we're having a little walk. Right, and look who you see.
Look who's turned up.
Derek and Kenny, right. There's a little bit over there, right, earlier, and I done the coo-ee. I thought it was Derek because he had a bright jacket on like that, but it wasn't, it was some other guy. So they've turned up now, Derek and Kenny.
In the Galloway forest is safe because you always bump into these two. Always.
Derek says...
We're always prowling like these two because we always bump into them.
Derek says they got recognised. Somebody from... Where was it from?
Dundee.
Dundee.
Yes. Thanks, mate.
I walked out of Baker's with 2 pies in my hand, and it was Brian, that Glasgow Outlander.
Oh, aye.
He shouted, Brian!
Brian,
I had no idea who it was.
YouTube's brilliant for that.
Glenn get recognised as well. Nobody recognises me. But yeah, we're on our way back down. Back down to where the tents and that are.
We'll take it.
As I said, the last time we went here, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Now that's not greater spotted woodpecker, that might be the green one, it's a different call. I ken the call of the greater spotted one.
Back off, put it in there, and it also protects it in your rucksack.
Aye.
The wee USB chargers in it for the battery, and you can put it's a hybrid one. You can take that battery out and put ordinary batteries in as well.
Oh, aye.
But it's just it's the pretzel. Tikka.
Aye.
Pretzel.
I've got them wee like sweets for the work.
There's a wee USB thing there, but I've not got any batteries with it. I've got the USB power bank.
Batteries for that thing last for donkeys anyway.
Aye. That core battery was £20-something for that. So it was, but seemingly it lasts 900 normal batteries.
Aye.
So it does, 900. But I know, when I seen it, I thought I like the idea of that because that's something else I don't need to carry.
Multi-purpose use, I like them things.
As I say, that
Glenn's showing his torch off. Can I see it, Glenn?
Quite bright.
You showed me earlier, I never recorded it.
it's no
Quite bright.
it's no sitting in right. I won't sort it.
It's quite bricht. Probably somebody watching won't know what that means, but...
And tell me,
Quite bright is a Scottish word. Dark.
when it's dark and
It's a bra, brown, bracht, moon, lacht, nacht. Then nacht.
Bra, brun, licht, nicht, de mich. No, that's wrong.
No, it's a bra brick moonlight night, isn't it?
That's it. Even I was getting mixed up.
Aye.
I used to say that to Sarah's brothers when I lived in Australia. They used to love when I said that. It's a bra, brown, brach, moonlight, nacht, the nacht. None of them could say it.
You're saying, Derek, that's not going to, you're not going to get round a big branch right enough.
Oh, no,
But
no.
you'll get round some.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say, it goes round a branch as well. Look,
It's got a wee cord thing.
nice. Glenn's been treating himself, and then you can put that around a tree.
Aye. Look if you're in the hammock after
Oh,
you can hang it up.
Yeah, that's nice. That.
Multi-purpose.
Not
So it's a head torch inside it as well.
Aye.
It's got a zip.
That's what it's really, see the head torch, hey? The head torch is
Very
a
nice.
bad for turning yourself on. You know, for that. Right?
Oh, I'll give you a look where we were. Where we were.
This year.
See when Derek and Kenny came. We were actually down there. Look, me and Glenn. We were saying that would be nice if it was raining. And we could put a tarp there. Put a nice bench. We were sheltered out the window. Down there. It was kind of windy earlier. I'm inside the tent, guys. It is raining. We were actually sitting outside. Me, Kenny. Sorry about the torch. I'm trying to get a bit of good light. There we go. That's better. So, yeah, me, Kenny, and Derek and Glenn were outside sitting, and then the kind of heavy wind started, and it started raining. So I've retreated to the inside of my tent. I've not even had dinner yet. I don't even know if I'm going to cook anything. Glenn actually gave me a sandwich earlier. So I probably want to have, I might just have another brew, to be honest. Might have a hot chocolate, maybe. But I'll give you a look outside at the rain. No joke, 2 minutes before this footage, I was actually doing a little video of the loch, and 2 minutes later it is pelting torrential rain. So I'll give you a look outside. There we go, look at that. It's horrendous, guys. There we go, can we see the rain? Rain, rain, go to Spain. So I'll zip the tent up so that I don't get soaked. I'm just actually sitting inside with the doors open at the moment. I think the camera's is it, no, what is it? No. It's got a bit of water on it, that's what it is. So I'll wipe it off and I might sit and cook some lunch or dinner, sorry. think the rain has stopped now, guys. It's about 10 o'clock. Yep. 9:45. I'm all ready for bed, so I might just go to my bed. Camera's steamed up there. There we go. So it's camera was steaming up there. So it's 9:45. I might just go to bed. I'll catch you in the morning, guys. Morning, guys. I'm looking kind of red on the tent, but morning. It is 5:50. That was some wild night last night. Oh, I'm glad I survived. It was windy. So there's my view of the loch. Ooh, a little bit chilly. That was some wind last night. That must have been, I don't know, 50, 60 mile an hour wind last night. It was windy. My tent was rattling all night. But yeah, I'm gonna get up. So there's my view, guys. I'll show you why I was a bit nervous last night. Look at that tree right there. That one. It's dead standing. Glenn's got one next to him as well. He's actually got 3. See, when we came in, we says, oh, it's not going to be windy and it's not going to be raining. That was the weather report. But I thought that tree was going to come down during the night. But luckily they haven't. So, I think if you can see, there's that one's dead standing, and that one, and that one, which is directly where Glen is. I think somebody's set up over here. I could hear people last night when I was sleeping. Is that a tent? No, it's a rock. I thought that was a tent under there. It's a rock. I could hear people walking about. Because where my tent is, it's right on the path. So maybe it was just people walking through it. Doing like a night hike or something. Who knows? Morning, guys. Brew time. Having an Irish coffee. Sun's just going to be coming up over that mountain in a couple of minutes. So I'm going to keep the camera rolling. See if I can get a bit of that footage. So brew time guys, I've got myself a nice little hot chocolate on the go. I was filming that, but my camera tipped over, so... It's chilly, chilly, chilly.
That wind's cutting.
Oh. See the bit that we've camped at? You're getting all the wind coming in the way. See when you go to the other side, it is the better over there.
Not as good a view.
But you get the better view here, yeah. So I'm all packed guys, that's where my tent was, right? My bag is actually bulkier than it was when I came. I don't know why, it's bulkier. Glenn says to me, have I been out stealing things during the night? My pack was a lot. See the headpiece? It was down more. Who knows why it's bulky? You always pack your bag better. See when you're in the house before you come. But there's the last look at the loch. And I'll just show that we didn't leave any mess. Just in case anybody comes and camps and says that we left the mess.
Got a bag of rubbish as well.
But so there's where I was. I thought that was quite flat, but see now when I look at it, it was quite it was okay. But I had my head up that side and my feet coming down there, so always have your head at the highest. Never sleep with your head at the bottom and your feet up the way. I'm sure most people know that, but this is for people that's new to camping. Always have your head at the top bit. So, I'll give you a look. The fire pit was here, that wasn't us. We brung the little stumps over to sit. And somebody else had that fire as well, that wasn't us. We didn't have a fire last night. Normally I would have a fire, it'd be a nice little spot to have a fire, but they've actually got a fire ban on at the moment, so I didn't actually have one. But I'm sure if you put the rocks around about, made an actual fire pit, it would be fine, wouldn't it? And there was that other fire pit was here as well. But we've got the bag of rubbish of any mess that we had last night. But look around, no mess. I've left it nice and tidy. Give you a little look over here. I think if I come back here I'll probably bring a hammock. I need to get an under blanket for my hammock. But there we go. Nice little spot. This is Loch Trool. Very nice. Me and Glenn were actually going to camp at Loch Granach tonight. We'd arranged to go to Loch Granach, but we've never actually camped there. And Derek was meant to come with us, but Derek had decided to go to the campsite to test his new tent out, so we ended up coming here. We'll go to Loch Granach another time. I think Colin, he knows the way in to Loch Granach, so there we go. That's it, last look. I think if we come back, we might go a walk to the Brucey Stone or something, or drive. So if I do, I'll bring you back, guys. But if I don't, thanks for watching, and don't forget to check Glenn's channel out, Southwest Wilderness. I remembered his name there. I always forget Glenn's channel's name. Southwest Wilderness. He actually got a comment from some guy saying there's no wilderness in Scotland. Like, yeah, no wilderness, look. We're in a house in a state, aren't we?
Aye, it looks like it, doesn't it?
So, thanks guys.
Wilderness to me.
This is the wilderness, isn't it?
Aye, it's a big enough wilderness to me.
It's not like Canada, but
Aye, but it's our wilderness.
to me this is amazing. I don't think you can beat this. I'm about an hour away from this spot here. We've got an amazing loch. I know the mountains are not the biggest and the highest, but it's nice. Can't beat that.
They're ours.
But yeah, they're all mines, all mines. So thanks guys. If you could, thumbs up. Can you see Glenn? Yeah, well there we go.
Catch you later, folks.
Thanks guys.
Bye.